What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. You might notice if you watched the last video, probably the last video, sometimes I don't put these up in the exact same order, but I did a review on the Echo SRM 2620. Great string trimmer. I love it. I got a number of different pieces of equipment that I've been using for several years that I have not did a review on, or at least a full review. And so maybe some of you are looking at the Husqvarna 128 LD. That's a very popular trimmer. It's a popular trimmer at places like Lowe's. Lowe's carries a bunch of them. Usually always have them in stock. The 128 LD gives you the capability of being able to put different attachments on it. You can use string trimmer, edger, hedge trimmer, and things of that nature. So I've got a couple of them, and I'm going to give you my assessment of these two pieces, or of this piece of equipment. The first setup I have here, well, I just have a power head. This is the 128, again, Husqvarna 128 LD. You can get this for about $200, $209 at Lowe's. This is what you would get if you went there to get it, minus the speed feed. I love the Echo speed feed. I added that to this piece of equipment. I will tell you that when I did that, I had to shim this down. If you can look there, I've put some nuts in there to shim this down, because this sits lower, and what would happen, it would not cut the string. It would go below that. So if you add a speed feed to one of these Husqvarna 128 LDs, you probably need to shim that down to cut off your string. Now you might say, well, I'm just going to take the guard off and not use it. I would not recommend that, and I'm going to tell you why I would not recommend that. I went and recommended, got a kid across the road, kicked the ball in the road, about to get run over. I would not recommend it because it just does not have the power and torque. Now, why do I have two of these? When I started my business a couple of years ago, I bought this one. This is my oldest one. I bought it, and it comes just like this. As you can see, as I mentioned a minute ago, it is versatile. I like that it's versatile, that you can put different things on it. This is just a power head. I don't have anything on it right now. I did a couple of cleanups where I was cutting some tall grass, some grass that you could put the Echo 2620 in, and it would cut through it like butter. This trimmer really struggled. Now again, this is not apples to apples. This would probably be more like having the SRM 223 from Echo. This is a residential trimmer. Excuse me. All right, I had to get something to drink, man. I got something caught in my throat. I can still feel it. Anyway, I got it because of its versatility. I bought it this way with a trimmer on it, and it had the regular Husqvarna head on it. I also bought hedge trimmers and an edger. And so with this piece of equipment, I was able to do a lot of stuff. Very versatile. By the time I bought the trimmer, about $200, I get a 10% discount for being a veteran at Lowe's. So it's about $200 for this. I think it was about $70 for the edger, and about $100 for the hedge trimmer attachment. And so basically for less than $400, I had something versatile enough to do a lot of work. If you were using this as a homeowner on a weekly cut, as a business owner for a weekly cut, it would probably be a good machine. But when you get into stuff that is between your ankles and knees, and you begin to trim with it, even without having a large swath, because I keep this on here to cut the line, this thing gets so hot you can hardly touch it, and they just don't last when you run them like that. This has not seen near about the abuse that I have put on the 2620. Again, that's not apples to apples, but it just does not hold up. Now, would it work for a homeowner that's doing a weekly cut, a lawn care provider that was doing a weekly service on properties, I think it probably would. I do think that the edger, if you try to cut very deep with the edger, and I cut pretty deep with my edger. That's just my personal preference. That's what I do. I do have the residential grade edger from Echo, and in my opinion, it does a much better job than this Husqvarna 128 LD. But I do like some things about it. Again, I do like the fact that it's versatile. I like the fact that if you only use it on for light work, it works very good. It's very simple to service. Spark plug here. You screw this bad boy off here, and you've got a filter inside of there. I think this is the one that I've taken the filter out of. It is. I took it out the other day because I couldn't get it to start, and I was trying to figure out what was going on with it. Never did get it to crank up, okay? I got the filter in the truck. But I'm saying all that to say this. In 2 years, I've been through 2 of these, and I don't think I would purchase another one. I think I'm going to go with the Echo PAS system and just go ahead and bite the bullet. The attachments are more. I've been told that you can make these other attachments work on the PAS system. I'm not sure that that's advisable for me to do that. So I'm probably going to go with the Echo setup and just kind of be done with it. But if you're starting out in business for your first year, just getting started, and you don't have the capital to go out and spend $600-700 on getting equipment to get your business started, and you want something that's versatile, it can get you through a season. But you got to be careful. Do not overwork this thing, because it does not like to be overworked. I thought, maybe the first time I just got one that was bad, but I went and got another one, and I've had the same issues with it. Not wanting to crank, not wanting to stay running, and it's wearing out. It's just wearing out. And now, if I only trimmed hedges with these, y'all know I'm a big fan of these. I did a video on this. If you're interested in hedge trimmers, easy, economical way to get started in the hedge trimming business, and you already have a power head that will take these different attachments. I do love this Trimmer Plus AH721. Now, is it as good as a Echo, a Husqvarna, a Steel? No, okay, it is not. But will it get the job done? It absolutely will. This is a new one that I just bought. I have made thousands of dollars with the old one. Matter of fact, the old one is right here. It's in my scrap metal bucket with all my old blades and stuff. The gearbox finally wore out in it. I never serviced it. That might have added some life to it if I'd done that. I don't even know if it's serviceable, but anyway, I think you can put some grease in there if you wanted to. But I'll try to put a card up at the top of the video for this AH721 Trimmer Plus attachment. Now, I'm going to keep one of those, even though I'm probably going to go with the more expensive Echo. And the reason I do that is sometimes I do some trimming with that down around the ground and in areas that I just, quite frankly, wouldn't want to put a $250 attachment in. It does articulate and all that. But anyway, this video is not about that. You can watch the video on that. This is about the Husqvarna 128 LD. It is my experience with it that if you work it hard, it will not last. Again, I took it to a dealer who is not a Husqvarna dealer, and he looked at it and he just told me, he said, man, it's wore out. You need, new rings or whatever on it. And, I could replace that little power head on it, or replace the cylinder and put another piston on it. And I may do that just to play around with one of them and see how it works out, just for something to piddle with in the winter time. That's why I haven't thrown them away. But, I like a piece of equipment that's going to crank. It's going to run hard. It's going to do the job. And, even though it might cost twice as much, if it's going to be reliable day in and day out and get the job done, when you're in business and you're trying to keep a schedule, that's what you're looking for. Again, total different opportunity. I am not slamming this piece of equipment. If you're a homeowner, light use, I think it would be a good piece of equipment, but it just does not. I've got 2 of them, and they've not been able to take the abuse that we give them in the market that we work in and in the work that we're doing. So anyway, Drop me your comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe you've had a different experience. I know, and listen, Husqvarna makes some other good stuff. They got the 300 series, I think the 500 series or whatever, which is commercial, which would be more comparable to, you know, going against a 2620 or something like that. So anyway, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video. If you haven't and you've watched this far, please subscribe to the channel, okay? I want to try to put out some more helpful videos in terms of equipment and, you know, things that you might be interested in. So, hey, appreciate you watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.